Hey, hi, hello, it's me, Carmen. I'm in Onion in Alaska, and today we are in Anchorage. Today is the longest running African American holiday, Juneteenth. So that's the shortened version of June the 19th. It's a now federal holiday in the U.S. commemorating the emancipation of enslaved African Americans, specifically in Texas. So this anniversary is when Union Army General Granger Gordon went into Texas. I believe he was in Galveston on June the 19th, 1865, and proclaimed the freedom of enslaved people in Texas. Yes, that's 2.5 years after President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863. 2.5 years. 2.5 years they didn't bother to tell those black people that they were free. Texas, being Texas. Anyway, the people of Texas just didn't bother to tell the African Americans that they were free. Let's fast forward another year. So now we're in, I believe, the Jim Crow era. So they were not allowed to dress up fancy or have big groups or gatherings of people at public spaces. But they did dress up fancy. Some of these celebrations, the first of which took place on June 19th, 1866, were held at churches. A lot of them were held near rivers and lakes. Juneteenth celebrations were spread through the Great Migration. That's when African Americans left the South and moved throughout the rest of the U.S., some into Canada. Even some parts of Mexico celebrate the June 19th holiday. It's specifically celebrated by the Muskogos. My apologies if I said that wrong. They are descendants of black Seminoles who fled the U.S. and settled in Mexico to escape slavery. Traditionally, the eating and drinking of red foods, specifically strawberry soda, red velvet cake, watermelon, all these red foods, was to represent the spilled blood of the slaves. I know none of this was in your textbooks because it wasn't in mine. So press that like and subscribe button down below. We have driven into Anchorage to take part in the celebrations that are here. Their catfish sign fell down, or rather it blew in the wind. There, 2, 3. I think I might have been wrong on the start time because it looks like everybody just setting up. Wide shot.
Alright. I'm backing up.
Why, thank you. It's a bunch of pop-up tents. Like, are we even going to get to walk past all of them? And we're still walking. Oh, you're fine.
Attention to where that car was.
What is that? Are those cupcakes? Are those... What is that? And the Drip has a stall. Of course they do. Love the Drip. Don't get to get their coffee all the time because they're where they're located in Anchorage. Something. I don't know, but...
It's the, like...
The what?
Bikes, you know, the...
Omega Psi. There are going to be a lot of people wandering around here who are lactose intolerant, huh?
Well, the thing says recover, so maybe...
Oh, got it. Jewelry made from natural seeds, orange peel, acai berries, vegetable ivory, eco-friendly. What's vegetable ivory? Makes sense a public library would have a stall. I'm sorry, I missed it. Let me go back over there and see what those guys, the biker guys, are cooking. The Fatherhood Village. Alright.
car's got to get off the grass.
CDs. You think it's gonna blow away?
If they staked it down properly, it should be fine. But they don't want it to blow away because that'll be a.
Thank you for everything you do. You're amazing.
40 years of Juneteenth in town. So me and Sophia are gonna piggyback back and forth and MC this portion of the program before letting you go eat and enjoy and be merry. So the very first thing we're gonna do is invite up Bishop Thomas. He'll do an
Juneteenth! We're gonna say it one more time for the Holy Ghost. Juneteenth! Y'all gotta get more motivated. We may need some rain to come out here. 2nd, 1862, President Abraham Lincoln issued the preliminary Emancipation Proclamation, which declared that as of January 1st, 1863, all enslaved people in the states currently engaged in rebellion against the Union shall be then thus forward and forever free. Only to enslaved people in the Confederacy and not to those in the border states that remain loyal to the Union. Juneteenth! Juneteenth! Behind us represents our freedom. In 1865, as Jasmine was saying, there in Galveston, Texas, we were still enslaved down in the South in Texas, and some Army folks, General, came and let us know that we was let free 2 years prior than what it was. So we just thank God for us getting the word, and now we want to just celebrate here around the world.
and then also Mrs. Alaska is here as well. So we're also excited to have them be here and help us when we do the pageant, and then with the crowning and helping the ladies and getting all set up.
So now we're going to have a few of our dignitaries speak on some positive things leading into Juneteenth. And if we have any dignitaries that are out there that are not up front, if you raise your hand so we know.
Oh, look at the children dancing. So yes, there are black people in Alaska. We've had this conversation before. You guys saw my video of the Ripple Festival, I think it was last year. Saw them already. Temperature, Tommy, I almost forgot. So it is now like 20 after 3. When I got here at 1:45, yeah, it was like 68 degrees. It has dropped down to 62. It is very overcast. I felt a couple sprinkles earlier, but I guess it's just gonna be cloudy. Anyway, we're gonna go back to this soap lady. You guys have a good one. Thanks for coming with us. I'm an onion in Alaska.